Here's your weather video for this Sunday, September the 19th. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray, and we'll start off with the tropics this morning. Fortunately, nothing threatening the southeastern U.S. or the U.S. at all. We've got Tropical Storm Peter, which formed overnight as a tropical depression named Peter this morning, about a little less than 700 miles east-southeast of San Juan, Puerto Rico. The storm is moving to the northwest, and that is expected to continue for the next few days. Could threaten Bermuda by the weekend, but no threat to the United States. Should not exceed 45, 50 miles an hour as a tropical storm, but we'll be tracking it over the next several days as it moves to the northwest. This morning we have Tropical Depression number 17, located southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands in the eastern Atlantic west of Africa. This storm also moving to the northwest and is expected to remain over open water. No threat to the United States. Radar here at 4:30 this morning across Alabama showing showers and thunderstorms already in place. Some rainfall over southern parts of the Birmingham metro area. Rain is fairly widespread over the north central part of the state. From parts of Marion and Franklin counties back through Winston, Walker, into Coleman counties, extending over into eastern Alabama. Heavier rain over the Tennessee Valley east of Huntsville has prompted a flash flood warning for parts of Jackson County until 7:45 this morning. I think we'll see additional flash flood warnings through the day today as more rain develops. Rain has saturated the soils across much of north and central Alabama, especially these rainfalls of yesterday. Some fairly widespread 2 to 4 inch amounts, with some amounts heavier than that indicated in the purple here across southern parts of the Birmingham metro area as well as northern parts into Shelby County, up around the Decatur area, around Tuscaloosa, Montgomery also. Montgomery picked up a record amount of rainfall for the date with 1.90 inches of rain. Flash flood watches are in effect through this evening across much of the Deep South. The National Weather Service in Birmingham did remove some of its western counties from the flash flood watch, but in a trade-off, some southeastern counties were included. So it's one of those days and nights that you're going to want to have a plan just in case heavy rainfall develops in your area. Listen for flash flood warnings, have your NOAA weather radio on, but also just pay attention to any persistent heavy rain bands that's set up in your area. The heavy rain is thanks to a very tropical air mass that is in place over Alabama. This is a plot of all the precipitable water values that we see over a year from Birmingham. This is the plot for last night. 2.05 inches of precipitable water on the sounding from the National Weather Service in Birmingham is right at the top of the scale, very close to the record. You could probably find some precipitable water values over central Alabama that were very near or above that record. And that's not totally unusual. We see it happen a few times a year, but when we're well above normal in the precipitable water department, that's when we have heavy rainfall. This is sort of a graphic representation of this morning, these blues showing the precipitable water amounts that are above 180% of normal, so 2 times normal over parts of North Alabama down to Central Alabama. This little bit of drier air right here is probably why the Weather Service canceled those western Alabama counties. Now, as we go through the day today, we'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms developing. This is a loop of the HRRR showing that development. You can see most of the area sees rain and thunderstorms in its area today. Not totally everywhere we'll see heavy rain, but several spots will pick up rainfall rates as much as 2 inches per hour. High temperatures today on the national blended models held down by the cloudiness. We'll see upper 70s, a few middle 70s across north central Alabama, but near 80 to the south as we continue to be in a warm and moist atmosphere across Alabama. All right, model fans, let's go through the GFS. This is starting off some of the 0.6Z data and switching back to some of the 0Z data as we go through time. This is for Monday, showing still Good amounts of rainfall across the state tomorrow afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms developing once again. They'll die down as we go into the evening hours and reform again early on Tuesday. This is Tuesday afternoon, according to the GFS. You can see it looks like rainfall amounts will be a little bit less than we've seen for the last couple of days, but look to the northwest. Significant front moving our way. Look at all this nice clear air back to the west of it. We'll be thankful to get that in here after this recent rainfall that we've had. By Wednesday, that front is moving through Alabama, drier air filtering in behind it. We'll watch for the development of an upper low over the Ohio Valley. That could complicate the forecast. But by Thursday, we think that the system will be well to the east of Alabama. We'll be in much drier, much more comfortable air. Readings in the 50s Thursday morning across the northern half of the state. High temperatures in the 70s, and we will absolutely take it. This is Friday off the GFS, showing the front down over central Florida, Alabama, high and dry. Should be a beautiful night for football weather across Alabama, with temperatures falling into the 50s again by Saturday morning. High temperatures will be warming back up as we go through time, but probably 70s still again on Saturday. Really, nothing changes until we get to Wednesday the 29th. Weak front moves through, kind of moisture starved, produces a few showers across north and central Alabama, but nothing to get too excited about. And then we're dry again all the way out to the end of the period. This is October 4th, showing Alabama still under the influence of high pressure and dry weather. So an extended period of dry weather coming to north and central Alabama. Temperatures over the next several days from the national blend of models. Expecting upper 70s today. Will be lower 80s tomorrow. Maybe lower to perhaps middle 80s on Tuesday. But then temperatures will drop. 75 the daytime high on Wednesday, into the lower 70s on Thursday. Looks like we'll have one more day of 70-degree readings on Friday before we return to fairly typical for this time of year. High temperatures around 80. And what won't be so typical will be these overnight lows in the 50s. We'll take them. A little bit of fall for us here. Fall begins on Wednesday at 2:20 p.m., so quite timely. Sometimes it just works out that way. I'll have forecast updates on the blog notes throughout the day. We'll be tracking our tropical systems, even though they're not going to bother us, and more importantly, we'll be tracking the flash flood threat across north and central Alabama today. So remain cognizant of that as you go through your day and in the night tonight. But until I see you next Sunday, as I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky, because you'll always have something fun to look at.